Alright, there we go. My mic was not connected. So, we got some bad news. This isn't one of those. If you've noticed recently, I've been doing a lot of test streams. I've been trying to work out some issues with my Wi Fi. Over the last week or so, it's been really, really difficult to work with. Wow, a lot of you guys came. Thank you. Does mean a lot to know that when there is something that's not a test stream, and there's bad news that people were around to hear. So recently, I've been having some real issues with my Wi-Fi. At first, I didn't think it was my Wi-Fi, so I wasn't able to start troubleshooting it right away. Been lagging a lot of games, thinking it was just my computer. I tried to stream Strikers like 3 days ago. Kept dying on me. Didn't even realize because I wasn't paying attention. Tried to stream the Bed Wars tournament yesterday and really started to notice it, especially in game and on Discord. The game, everything, just disconnecting. And I hope this doesn't happen on this short stream. But yeah, I have Verizon Wi-Fi, and I've been over the last day or so been trying to troubleshoot it. First I went to their Twitter. Phone's charging. Cool. I went to the Twitter, asked for their support, been like, is it down in my area? Is it on my end? They said there's no reported outages, so, been going back and forth reporting my issue, went back and forth between like 4 different people, because, it's just been taking so long, and then they got me into a private chat group. I was like, alright, here we go, this is the solution. And before anyone starts trying to recommend things, I have tried it all. I've unplugged the router, I've unplugged my Ethernet from my computer. I've even unplugged the main box. We have like the package with Verizon TV, cable, internet, all that. I went down to my basement, unplugged that for the 2 minutes they recommend, and plugged it back in. And the issue. I made a joke post about it yesterday where I've been having bad Wi-Fi. In a nutshell, what happens is the Wi-Fi will be running smoothly, and then every like random 5 minutes there'll be a 30-second interval where my upload speed will drop down to like 0.1. And if you don't know much about upload speed, it's pretty much like receiving your data. So like when you're playing a game, hit with a rock, nature's solution. It's not too soon. Don't worry. Because at this point, I need anything to laugh at. But yeah, in a nutshell, it's just kind of like the data that you send out. So let's just say you're uploading a YouTube video. That's upload speed. When you're streaming, it's almost entirely upload speed. Like, I believe 99% of a stream is upload. So, yeah, if not 100%. I actually don't know. Yeah, so I've been doing it. There's no reported outages in my area, and yeah, I'll just drop to 0.1. And you might not think that's bad, but that's 0.1 megabytes. So that's kilobytes. Streams typically go around, 4 megabytes per second. It's recommended if you're going to live stream that you have around 10 megabytes per second to have, so you can upload in 720. And normally my speed's way above that, so my stream usually never lags. And if you go back like a couple weeks to my Odyssey streams, it doesn't lag. It might have lagged because my computer back then was bad. So this is really unfortunate timing. It's not my computer. It's also having the same issues on my phone and on my TV. So yeah. Oh, oof, F in the chat for that, Jace. But yeah. Yeah, so I've been going back and forth. I've tried many different things, restarted the computer, updated the computer, but it's, I'm having the issues on my phone as well. I've done speed tests. So, I've gone to the message board, and Verizon's all like, oh, use our speed test. And, anytime a company has, like, their own website for something to test, it's usually kind of rigged. The speed I'm getting is double I normally do in all the other tests. So it's just pretty sketch right off the bat. Like, I know some computers have caps on how much, like, speed they could have. My old computer could only handle, like, half of our old internet. So, like, it never was at its full potential, which is fine. Like, it's not fine. It sucks, but it was my computer, wasn't the internet service provider. Here, the upload is, like, double what it normally is. So that's already sketch right off the bat, seeing as all the other apps usually run at consistent speed. So I didn't even bring that up, because obviously they'd just be like, oh, other apps are inaccurate, they're not using our servers, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, they're running the tests, and it's like, oh yeah, their speed's this, and that's like double what I normally get. I'm like, okay, whatever. And they're like, you see, we're not detecting any issues. And I'm like, well, that's kind of bullshit. You can't just say you're not detecting issues. The issue isn't consistency. If that was the issue, it would be a lot easier to solve. The issue is the inconsistency. it can go perfectly fine sometimes for 20 minutes, and then for 30 seconds it'll drop down to 0.1. That's horrible. I can't attend, like, I'm lucky as hell that I finished school, because if I had any online classes, I'd be screwed. I'd be unable to participate because I would be pretty much out of the call. Happened in Discord yet today and yesterday, where like they either barely hear me or they just wouldn't hear me at all. It stops me from streaming entirely. If you've noticed in the last few days, all the streams I've done between Bed Wars and Strikers have been split up into like 8 different streams because the stream will just die. Luckily, this stream hasn't crashed, so that's like a miracle. One of the reasons might be because it's just a black screen, so this is very little, because you can't really put this in bad quality worse than it already is. You know what I mean? So yeah. Straight static when you talk. Really? Like, is it? That might be on your end, champ. I don't know. But yeah, anyways. So I've been back and forth with them. Oh no, it's dying. It's dying right now. Right here. It's dying. Let's run the speed test on Verizon, see like how I have like 1 billion upload speed, even though it's showing on OBS. It's down. The stream might be dead. If it goes down to 0, the stream dies. Hopefully we're still up and live. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? You see, the thing is, the stream's fine if it goes down to like 200. Yeah, the stream went down to 0. Your connector issue isn't having any blah 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 blah. I find it kind of bullshit that there is no logs of this happening. I don't know what information Verizon has, so I can't be like, oh, they're lying. This is tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. But you know, almost every single application in 2020 that uses Wi-Fi collects data logs on your connectivity. Anything has logs. If you've ever had like an issue with something with your Wi-Fi, they'll ask you usually to send a log. So why does Verizon not have anything on our Wi-Fi with it going down? I honestly looks like it's just them just trying to avoid the problem. Every time they test, they're running consistent speeds. But the issue is, how do I tell them that the speed is there? It was down for 30 seconds. The test took so long on the download end, it took like 20-30 seconds on upload. So by the time I finally got it to test my download speed there, it was already back up to what it normally is. So, you know, this is where I am. The stream crashed, by the way, if you're watching this on video. The connection consistency, when it was consistent, it was beautiful. It would be running very, very nice. But now that it's not consistent, it's very bad. As you saw, stream crashed. Luckily, the crash wasn't a bad crash. It was like a 20-second crash at most, so the stream didn't end. We've had crashes that have gone for like 5 minutes and end streams. They didn't detect any of these issues. I was literally on a chat with them for 30 minutes, and every time they're like, we're not detecting any issues. And I'm like, are you shitting me? I know these scummy tricks, like, you know what I mean? If you guys have ever heard like one of your parents yelling on the phone, I pretty much was the guy there, except for I was doing it over text. I'm going back and forth with them. They're like, oh, we're not detecting any issues, and I'm like, the issue isn't you can't just test it. I have to tell you. By the time I would tell them, they'd probably wait like 5 or 10 seconds to see the message, then test, and then my speed would be back up, unless I had one of those horrible crashes where it goes down for 30 seconds. Not 30 seconds, for like 4 or 5 minutes. So yeah, we're kind of fucked, because unless this just magically fixes, I'm going to be unable to stream for the foreseeable future. Looks like we're going to switch out because they're overcharging us from what I can hear, but, you know, switching your thing isn't as simple as a one, like, day thing. This could be, like, weeks. So, there's a good chance that I will be unable to stream for a couple of weeks. If that's the case, then I'm gonna have to unfortunately forfeit to Goodnight, unless I'm sure he would be fine with it. I'm sure everyone would be fine. I'm literally the host of the tournament. If I cheat in my own tournament, then I have no honor. I'm not gonna cheat. I'll probably just record and then premiere it. But yeah, if anyone's in Twitch chat, I'm not even gonna bother with that. You guys, whatever. So yeah, the issue is the Wi-Fi is really good, but it's like those 30 seconds when it crashes. This has never happened before. Like, this is just a random new thing. I'm hoping it'll just fix itself. Otherwise, streaming isn't a thing. I'll probably try to set up test streams every single day. I'll probably put them on unlisted so you guys don't get notifications of the test streams. I was trying to make them public. That way you could see if you guys could join and let me know if you were seeing any connective issues, but I don't want to spam your notifications. So yeah. The other downside of this is not only can I not stream, but there are chances I won't be able to play other games as well. Because, for example, when the data goes down for at least 30 seconds, most games will disconnect you after that. I got disconnected between today and yesterday. I got disconnected about 5 times when trying to participate in the tournament on Hypixel. So, yeah, that's annoying. I also had a lot of issues where I was just lagging, which pretty much screwed me over because people got like 8-hit combos on me. That's a side issue. It also means I can't even play GTA now. I wasn't streaming it, but I've been playing it a lot with Goodnight. I can't play GTA because when you disconnect for 30 seconds and reconnect, it puts you in a private room. So there's nothing I can do if we're trying to play together. So, yeah. It's really frustrating because it's not if it was consistent, this would be an easy fix. It would probably send someone out to fix what's wrong, but it's not a consistent fix. It's not a consistent issue, so I'm screwed here. There's nothing I can detect. My phone is having the issue. Even my family members have had random issues where they've just been disconnecting for a couple seconds, but it doesn't affect them as much because they can afford to just be disconnected for 20 seconds. In terms of streaming, I'm screwed. I can't. Streams are gonna be gone until this is fixed, or it'll be gone until we switch, and I don't know how long that's gonna be. What happened here, Verizon is screwing me over in a nutshell. I have screenshots of an entire chat. I don't know how long the chat was. Probably around 30 minutes. I was in call with Joshua and Goodnight when this started, and I left in like the middle, by the way. So Joshua, if you remember, or if they're not even here, I don't know why I'm asking, but if they were here, they could tell. Oh, he's here, right as I said that. From probably about the time I joined the call with them to the point that I left, if they could find out how long that was, double it, that's how long that I was doing it. So, yeah. Until then, I'll be unable to stream consistently. Like, this stream is a miracle it survived. Like, it only went down for... The Wi-Fi went down for about 30 seconds, but there was only about 10 seconds where the upload speed reached 0, which is just enough for the streams to survive. So the fact that I didn't have to make a new stream and we're all still here is nothing of a miracle itself. So, yeah. I know I'm kind of ranting, but I didn't want to make an upload. I wanted to talk to you guys about this. One thing you'll know about me is the main reason I like streaming over uploading videos is 1, I get to interact with you guys, and 2, I don't have to just edit videos. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of, like, if I upload an unedited video, it's not gonna be as fun as an unedited stream, of course. So, yeah, I appreciate everyone that's come out. It actually does mean a lot to me. But, yeah. So, yeah, It does mean a lot to know that people are actually here and they care. Because, like, it could have just been, like, no one. And I don't want to upload a video and make it seem like clickbait. At least this was a stream. So, yeah. I'll try to run some more tests. If this fixes itself, I will come back to streaming, but yeah. In the meantime, it will probably end up just being that I'll have to upload videos. I might start up the Heart Gold thing. But yeah, my big, like, the big frustrating part about this to me is that I don't really want to continue the Heart Gold yet. I'm just not ready. I'm not in the mood to continue it. Like, it's just, to me, it's kind of like dying. Like, I don't know. I don't see doing the Kanto as being fun and then fighting Red. I honestly don't even know if that's something that's going to interest me. Because it's the same thing that happened last time when I did it. It's just not as fun to go back, because you already have the team. You're just continuing on a journey where you're really only fighting the trainers, and almost impossible to catch Pokemon in a randomizer, because you can't weaken them. But, yeah. I'm probably only going to have uploads, and that's really upsetting to me, is because I'm a streamer. I don't consider myself just a normal. I try to stream. You know what I mean? Like, 90% of my content is streaming. It would be even more as if I didn't count, like, you know, the random meme uploads I have that are just like, you know what I mean? My Wi-Fi's dead, so here's a meme. And yeah. So Twitter's Nightbot's here. Welcome, Nightbot. You didn't help. Nobody. So yeah, again, if you just stop by, what's happening? Verizon's fucking me over with Wi-Fi. They're not refusing, but they've strategically done it so they can not see an issue. Like, we had an issue. Oh no, it's dying. Oh, is it surviving? Oh my god, I think it might be clutching. We're back? Okay, well, I don't know. I don't want to start talking because it still is in the red for me. So we're just gonna wait until it goes back in the green. Oh, is it good? I don't know. I think we're back. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Long story short, yeah, I was in a chat for this person. They're kind of fucking me over here. They're saying, oh, we're not detecting an issue. We can't help you. It's probably their way of saying, there is an issue, but you can't prove that there's an issue. So we don't have to send people that we have to pay to fix it. So your problem, not ours. So, yeah. It's extremely scumbag. And, you know, the person, like, I was like, you know, it's kind of like, I didn't say it to them. Like, I try to keep my head, because if I go, oh, fuck you, this is bullshit, they're just going to disconnect and be like, sorry, sir, you're being rude. I just don't want to be in this call. So I was like, this is kind of, like, wronging me. Like, you know, I need the connection for my work. So, like, you know, schoolwork, I needed it for. You know, I can't just have this inconsistency. It's gonna, you know, get me fired, I said, because I don't want to sound like a 16-year-old kid to be like, oh, you know, it's your kid, like, you can't, you know, I don't want to deal with that. So yeah, stretch the truth a little, but really, can you blame me with how much they're fucking me over right now? So yeah, I have like, I don't know, like 10 screenshots of the chats of us just talking, and it's so frustrating, because, like, you know, and you know, like, the person was really probably, like, smiling at this, because it's probably in their script to just not help you if they don't have to, so they probably just evaded having to do their job. You know what I mean? I can see exactly what I wrote. 1 second. Let's see, where did I write it? I said, no offense, but I find it hard to believe that there is no log of any connective issues. Almost every application that uses Wi-Fi has logs of connected issues. The fact that there is no data saying that the speed is dropping is hard to find. It's hard to believe. I know it's not an application, but why is there no way to prove this? And I was like, you know, we're going in circles. All my applications are having this issue. I've gone on meetings on my phone and on my computer with different applications and the same results. I understand that you aren't seeing anything, but unfortunately I can't get the test in time to show you the speed is down. I have a screenshot of the speed dropping, but it's not using your app, so your speed test, so I doubt you'll accept it. And the thing is, they won't. You know, when I had Optimum, this guy came in and used his app. So, you know, it's kind of like, it's not an Optimum app, I can assure you that. I've tried multiple different speed tests, and this Verizon one isn't exactly accurate. It takes very long to get going, and these drops can last from random time, so unless I'm ready every single time with the drops. And that's what I was doing. Every time there was a random test stream, ignore this, that was just me sitting at my computer waiting for it to drop. Like, for 20 minutes, I would do nothing but stare at my screen just to fix this. I applaud the people on Twitter for being kind and actually trying to help me, but I think once they realized this was an actual issue, they dumped me onto this person. So yeah. So I asked, could it be damaged equipment? Because if you're telling me there's no other seen issues, there's nothing left to discuss. I'm having an issue and you are not seeing it. And they said no. And I said, is there any way of sending a photo in this chat? And they're like, no, you can go back to Twitter. And I'm like, great. So I said this, you know. What else can I say? I was like, well then, I've screenshots this chat for future use. It's weird to me that there's no way to prove that I'm having issues, and weird that this issue hasn't happened in a while, specifically when I've been chatting with you. I'm hoping by some random chance this was fixed after over a week of issues, and if I'll know that. And if not, I'll have to look into another ISP because I can't rely on luck for this to work. Can I just point out my last test stream had 0 frame drops after 30 minutes? Is that a little suspect? That I was chatting with them for like probably 40 minutes, and when I started doing a test stream to try to get screenshots for it, there was 30 minutes of no droppages. Well, there was one droppage, and as soon as I tried to tell him now it's dropping, it did not drop after that for 20 minutes. No, it was like 25 something minutes. It didn't drop once. I find that very, very suspect. And, they just said, after I said that, they said, do you have any other questions today? And I said, no, that will be all. And I said to this, I hope you're being honest and you're not just playing me to avoid the issue. And I said, good night. And then, just to be the icing on the cake, the rude way to end it off without sounding rude, it was a pleasure working with you today. My name is Blank. My goal is to provide excellent customer service digitally. Thank you for being a valued Verizon customer. You can't see it, but I'm flipping them off. There are basically ways of writing fuck you without writing it. That's one of the ways to do it. And like I can just feel like they're smiling there. It's frustrating, and it's so it's times like these where you kind of lose faith in humanity, where this is just the thing. They just screw us over to get the extra buck. You know what I mean? If there's a genuine issue that we can't prove that's happening, like, honestly, in the chat, if any guys are still here, who believes me when I say that they should have some sort of way to test if your Wi-Fi is dipping down? Because, like, is it me, or does that seem suspect? The Wi-Fi provider does have no logs, no way of knowing when the speed goes down. Like, that seems really suspect. That's the only thing they're providing with Wi-Fi. They don't have any way of knowing that it's going down. Like, all the time I can't think of anything that's related, but I'm sure there are other things. Like, OBS, for example, has logs that tell you when Wi-Fi crashes. But my Wi-Fi itself doesn't have something like that? You feel like the Wi-Fi would have a better chance of that having it. I don't know the complications of it, but yeah, I have speed tests. I have screenshotted on my phone and ones from my computer, which unfortunately I didn't screenshot, I should have, where my upload is down to 0.58 on speedtest.net, which has statistically been more accurate on every speed test I've ever had. Anytime I was dropping frames on my old computer, because my old computer was weird, if it was on for too long, it would just have any issues with connecting to Wi-Fi. And anytime I was having issues streaming, and I tested my speed, it was always accurate. My upload speed was always horrible when that was happening. And it still is working. When my Wi-Fi drops, it is down on my phone. But when it's running fine like it is now, I test it, it's fine on my phone. It is extremely accurate. And it's the one that Optimum used when they came over to test my speed when we were having issues back then. So yeah. I was really hoping to not have this issue. It pretty much is just like a giant middle finger. It's an issue that they probably can fix, but they would have to send someone out here, which means they have to spend money on transportation, and they have to spend money on someone to actually come over here and try to fix it, which is money they can avoid if they can't prove that there's any issues. So, yeah. Long story short, if you're skipping to the end of the video, Verizon said, F you, we're not going to help you because you can't prove it. I can't prove that it is. Like, what the hell is that excuse? You think I enjoy going out of my way for 40 minutes just to talk to you about a fake issue? And they've never once encountered this issue ever. No one's ever had this issue. I'm the first person in their history to ever have a connection issue where it stops. Like, they have never had anything related where someone's Wi-Fi will just randomly drop. I know that's bullshit because that's one of the first things I did before contacting them. I googled it. Like, obviously, I'm like, okay, I don't want to call them up and have be like, oh, there's a button on your router that just does this. If that was the case, then I'd feel like an idiot for calling them or messaging them. So, yeah, I'm frustrated because I can't do anything about it. The only thing that can happen is it fixes on its own or we switch. Because, yeah. And, when someone comes over, it'll probably be the same thing. They'll probably keep testing it, and they'll probably just not see any issues. And if I bring up the OBS, which is the thing that brings light to the issue, they'll just say it's OBS's fault. And I could say I've been having other applications on my applications like OBS. Oh, it's dying. It's dying. Bye, guys. See you guys when it comes back. We back? We back. I hope. You guys are all saying we're back. Wow, we're back. I think. Yeah, we're in the green. VAR says we're back in the green. Haha. So, I'm sorry for ranting, but I'm frustrated. And I think this is like my frustration is venting mostly because I've seen my parents over the last 10 years have to do stuff like this at least twice a year with some other company, and it's probably gonna be like this. Why not? It fucking sucks. This is a good chance that for the rest of my life, every year I'm gonna have to do something like this where some company's gonna try to screw you over, and it's just so frustrating. So yeah, I'm sorry for venting. I'm sick as well, by the way. I've had this awful, I've just been having the worst last week recently. And I'm not saying oh my life sucks, but I've had extreme back and neck pains over the last 2 weeks. I don't know why, but it's almost made me unable to walk at times. Extremely uncomfortable to sit, and it was towards the end, so it was very hard to study for finals when I couldn't. So yeah, and then I had to worry about finals. Get Spectrum. That might not even be a bad idea, but obviously I'm not the one who gets to make the call. I'll have to pick whichever service provider my parents go with, and hopefully they don't screw us over. Optimum didn't seem to screw us over with Wi-Fi, but they definitely did that with cable, and that's why we switched. It's incredibly annoying. And this is legal, by the way. There's no laws that state that a company can't go out of its way to screw you over like this. Sucks a lot. So yeah. Yeah, well, you're lucky that you didn't have finals. My finals weren't bad. They weren't like they usually were, but they were still finals. Most of them were final projects, which were bigger than any other project. So, yeah. I'm frustrated and I'm really upset because I had all these big plans for the summer to stream, because honestly, I don't know if I'm going to still be streaming in college, so this could have been my final few months on YouTube. So I wanted to start off strong, and if it was the final, I wanted to go out at a bang. And so far, the beginning of the end might just be the end. I don't know, and it's really upsetting because this has been my escape for the last few years from school and life. It's just been when things were down, I've always had you guys, my friends, to go to, and now I can't even go to you guys right before the biggest change in my life is about to happen. Going to college it flips everything about life upside down. So, yeah, it sucks that I might not even get the chance. There's a good chance that if we do switch, but the thing is, we might not switch. Just because I'm having the issue doesn't mean we're all going to switch, because this issue doesn't affect everyone else too much today to day. Because as things start to reopen in New York, not as many people are going to be needing to do things in the house. So yeah, that's going to really suck. And, as much as my parents love me, I wouldn't even approve of them getting screwed over by a different company just to have the Wi-Fi work, obviously. I mean, I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh, my life sucks, because, like, I don't. Because anytime I like rant about something, someone's always like, well, think about someone else. And it's like, I'm not trying to be narcissistic here. I'm telling you that this is the issue, and this is why I'm not going to be doing what I normally do that brings me happiness, and I hope brings you guys happiness as well. You know? I've done YouTube since I was in 6th grade, you know what I mean? It's brought me happiness to know that even if it was one person, would be happy to see that I did stuff. And it brings me happiness to see other people happy, especially when I'm the one to have given them that. So, yeah, it's been pretty fun to do it over the last few years. So, it's kind of upsetting to see that my end to that could just be gone. And, yeah. So I've been ranting for almost half an hour now. Unfortunately, I'm probably only going to be able to upload videos. And, yeah. Even YouTube. Like, that's so annoying. Like, I can send him a screenshot of all of these. YouTube is showing me the stream health. YouTube has it. YouTube has it on receiving end. No active stream. Video output low. Stream healthy. Video output low. Video output low. Video output low. And these are constant updates over 3 minutes. Stream is healthy. Output low. No active stream. Like, the stream flat out died at one point. Or several points. There's 3 different points that it's effectively died. And Verizon doesn't have anything that's like, data just dipped. They probably do, but unless I can prove it, they're not going to go out of their way to help me. So yeah, long story short, won't be able to stream for an unknown amount of time until Verizon either fixes my stuff, fixes on its own, or we end up switching, if we switch. I don't know. I'll have to rely on uploading videos, because at least if the upload randomly dies at some point, it doesn't stop the video from uploading, it just goes super slow. So yeah, it's really upsetting to me. It's not been a great couple weeks, and this certainly doesn't put the icing on the cake, because I'm literally not able to do much right now. I can't go out and play because I'm still recovering from my back and neck issues, as well as I still have a cold, so it's hard to breathe. I don't have the virus, don't worry. I have a stuffy nose, when I mean it's hard to breathe. You can probably even tell my voice is deeper and hear me sniffling a lot. Even right now, I'm just like trying to freaking breathe. So yeah, I don't know. Can't play too many games. I have so many big plans, which really, really sucks. And all of it's just gone now. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys hopefully in my next upload, whenever that may be. I might try to switch the stream series to an upload series to keep that alive. I don't like not doing Strikers Live because it is boring. Because when I fail, and I will fail, you know, the CPU can really be tough. It is very boring to replay the game. And the benefit of having chat is with someone to at least be like, lol, or like, come on, you got this. At least I had that. I at least had some sort of support when like when times were tough. Now that's just gone. It's just, and I ended the stream series. I did this as an upload series last time for that sole reason, is it got boring not having any support. You know what I mean? But it looks done. I'll probably be running speed tests on my computer about every single day, hoping I'll probably actually start doing videos, because the texts have kind of been inaccurate, because I don't drop frames as much, so it's hard to tell, because it's hard to drop. You can't really drop a frame when your literal overlay is either pitch black or just text. Like, you don't need many megabytes per second to upload a constant photo. So I might just start re-streaming some of my old videos. And, you know, yeah. They start glitching, I'll have them for note. And, yeah. Thank you all for being here in the rant, and I hope that, despite not being able to stream, I can still bring you guys some sort of happiness during this unfortunate time. Come on. You're really gonna crash when I try to end? That's... fuck. That's just not cool. That's cringe. Like, survived on a hair. Nope, it died. Actually, I don't think it died. I think, like, clutched. I think it clutched. I think it was at like 40 kilobytes per second. Normally, my streams usually go for 2,000, and that's when I lowered it, thinking that it's because of my OBS. It used to run about 40,000 kilobytes per second, which is, 2 megabytes or 4 megabytes. So that's why the upload speed is such an issue. Point 2 is accurate. This is accurate. OBS is showing me the same results as all these other things. I'm just going in circles here. Thank you guys for staying with me, I guess. I'm gonna go before the stream actually crashes and I'm screwed.